So, hello everybody. My name is Juwon Ogungbe, and I'm here with my friend and colleague, Jack Lookman, who has some more of his curated business ideas to share with you. Today, he's going to be talking about digital employment coaches as an idea. Welcome, Jack.
Thank you very much, Maigo. Thank you very much. So today's topic is digital employment coach, and it's one of Jack's curated business ideas. Now, what's the idea? Basically, it's about offering employment coaching digitally. So what's the inspiration for the idea? A lot of people require support with optimizing their chances of success with job applications. Now, this idea is a cost-effective way of offering the service. How does it work? Well, you need to advertise your brand. You need to leverage a sales funnel. You need to give access to your content and resources. You could have one-to-one or one-to-many sessions as necessary. You need to leverage automation. You could collaborate with third parties. You could monetize passively and actively. You could ask for reviews. You could continue improving your services and your value proposition. You could invest in technology, marketing, and your core services. You could leverage relevant platforms as necessary. Now let's talk a bit about job market research. As part of the offered service, you could research the job market as necessary and then give access to your clients, whatever your findings are. The research shall include the average incomes in different employment opportunities. It shall also include related jobs, locations, skills required, potential interview questions, expectations of different job roles, potential of self-employment, types of jobs in demand, etc. Now, what are your products and services? These include a blog, membership site, social media platforms, paperbacks, ebooks, podcast, one-to-one online access, one-to-many online access, webinars, mentoring and coaching, etc. Now, let's talk a bit about the curriculum. You could create relevant curriculum for your content. This could include relevant literature in many little chunks. It could be in text, audio, video, or a combination of these. And it could also be on different platforms, either paperback, blog, YouTube, etc. Now, let's talk a little bit about the digital career guidance app. I have content on this in different formats, which are accessible via the internet. It's intended to create an app shortly. This app could help guide clients on their choice of career, opening their minds to different options on the value chain. This shall be for a variety of clients at different levels of educational spectrums. So hopefully that app should be in the marketplace, hopefully by 2025 or 2026, hopefully. But I've created books, I've created content on it. So if you search for digital career guidance app on the internet, and also include Jack Lookman. You should hopefully find that content. Now, the range of services. This shall include job interview coaching, job hunting coaching, access to your membership site, signposts to opportunities, skills audit, passion audit, one-to-one coaching, one-to-many coaching, curriculum vitae creation and updates, search for opportunities, signposts to income streams, entrepreneurial training, signposts to curated business ideas, grooming for work, etc. Now let's talk a bit about upskilling. What you want to do as an employment coach is to encourage your clients to upskill. This could increase their employment prospects. You could signpost them accordingly on your platforms and make affiliate marketing commissions, or you could create your own content, your own relevant content, which they could access upon payment. Now let's talk about your value proposition. The services on offer shall include curriculum vitae preparation and editing, job interview skills, effective job applications, case studies, mock interviews, potential employer research, alternative income streams, skills audit, interest or passion audit, one-to-one digital sessions, skill enhancement, consultancy, social media platforms like for like minds, membership site access, training on affiliate marketing, access to a bank of relevant content, mentoring and coaching, grooming for job applicants, signposts to alternative or temporary income streams, training on entrepreneurship, information technology training, job hunting skills, research and development skills, mindset skill. You can work on their mindsets. You could also train them on useful, and you could also get useful and relevant feedback as well as give it to them as well. Also, the importance of appearance and the importance of being gainfully occupied, etc. Now, the signposts. You could signpost clients to resources accordingly. This could be done via your digital platforms. Now let's talk about one-to-many sessions. The individual costs of one-to-many sessions shall be less than one-to-one sessions, but terms and conditions shall apply. So you could actually offer one-to-many sessions. And of course, you could offer one-to-one sessions, but this will come at a premium price and is to be conducted online. And of course, as usual, terms and conditions apply. Now let's talk a bit about the membership site. These are basically online platforms with educational, informational, or other content. You could post your content on such platforms and users pay to access the content. They could pay to access the content either weekly, monthly, etc., or even annually. Now, there are different vendors for membership sites, such as Member Vault, Podia, etc. Now, let's talk a bit about content creation. These could be created by you or outsourced to freelancers to create on your behalf. You could also signpost clients to relevant third-party content on the internet or paper. These could be via links, and you could monetize part of the process via affiliate marketing. Now, let's talk about complementary products and services. You could sell digital and physical content. You could be an affiliate marketer of third parties which sell digital and physical products and services. You could partner with tailors or clothes shops and even shoe shops for formal interview wears and shoes. Obviously, when you are partnering with them, you can come to an agreement whereby they are giving a discount, and of course, whereby you also make a little profit margin from referring your clients to them. Now, let's talk a bit about side hustles. You could introduce affordable side hustles to your clients. That way, they're able to keep body and soul together while job hunting. This could be internet-related hustles like affiliate marketing and different online businesses. And of course, you might even coach them. So that's an additional way in which you could make money. Now let's talk about automation. You need to automate some of your processes. That's if you cannot automate all of them. For example, your content on the membership site, payment, booking of appointments, content creation, marketing, etc. Now let's talk about databases. You need to create relevant databases for job opportunities, clients, contacts, and other details. You need to create relevant databases for job opportunities and also for your clients, their contact details and other details. Also, you need to have a database for job locations, your success rate, etc. Such data could help in adding value to your doings. Now, let's talk about short and long-term plans. Create short and long-term plans for your clients. Short-term plans may help them with immediate survival, bread and butter, and long-term plans shall help them with better paying long-term jobs. Now, let's talk a bit about integrity. Ensure that you don't take undue advantage of your clients by monetizing unethically. Remember that if you offer valuable services at reasonable prices, they'll end up becoming your unofficial marketers. They'll be happy to promote your products and services to their family and friends for free. They could also become repeat customers. Let's talk about target audience. This could be graduates, professionals, educated adults, undergraduates, etc. Let's talk about franchise. If the business model is successful, you could sell the franchise to qualified and interested third parties. Let's talk about feedback mechanisms. You need to include feedback mechanisms on your platforms. That way, you get feedback from your clients on your performance. This shall assist you in improving your value proposition. And also, if you flip this, you might also give feedback to your clients, by the time you do mock interviews and so on and so forth. You can give them feedback on how they are progressing. Let's talk about human resources that are required. You need someone to be an information technology lead, a legal lead, a marketing lead, a social media lead, employment lead, administrative and accounting lead, profit sharing lead, research and development lead, training and development lead, human resources lead, etc. Now let's talk about the skills required for the business. These include information technology skills, interpersonal skills, research and development skills, customer services skills, social media skills, marketing skills, entrepreneurial skills, human resources skills, communication skills, etc. Now let's talk about training and development. You need to invest in this for yourself and for your team. That way, you could be ahead of your competitors. Now, a question came to mind. Once you help a client, does the relationship end? Well, in my opinion, no, it doesn't. You might be of assistance in helping them with job promotions, searching for other jobs, training, self-employment, side hustles, etc. You could have repeat customers whom you'd help severally. So even after you've got them a job initially, you are still very relevant to their development. So that relationship doesn't end. So they could end up becoming repeat customers. Now, is this service only for the unemployed? Well, the answer is no. It's for both employed and unemployed. The unemployed clients may require help with getting better jobs, or probably their current jobs are being threatened. So you might help them, if their jobs are being threatened, maybe the company is going to close down, or maybe they're having conflict or issues with their manager, etc. You might be able to help them to get alternative jobs. Also, even while they are still in work and they want to aim for better job prospects, you can still help them. Now let's talk a bit about legalities. You need to register your business. You need to sort out intellectual rights issues. You need to have agreements and contracts in place as necessary. You need to spell out your terms and conditions, and so on and so forth. Now, let's talk a bit about administration and accounting. It's important to be on top of this. They help to track your activities, your finance, your obligations, etc. You might want to consider automation as affordable and as practical. That should save you time, effort, and resources. Now let's talk about requirements. You need to have for your business the relevant skills, the right mindset, digital devices, access to Zoom or alternatives, internet access, base location, which could be your home or your office, business registration, a team as necessary, marketing plan, monetization plan, etc. Now let's talk about competitor research. You need to research your competitors in the marketplace. You need to leverage their good practices and avoid their pitfalls. Now let's touch on business plan. The business plan shall guide your activities. It shall be updated periodically. It shall include key financial and other information. It's a very useful tool, a very useful document when seeking funding or investors. And it also helps you guide the direction of your business. Now, the marketing plan. Some of your plan might include testimonials from those who have passed through your service. You could also have a blog. You could have a website. You could have social media marketing. You could do paid ads, paid advertisements. You could have a sales funnel, etc. Now let's talk a bit about sales funnel. You need to have a sales funnel in place that it should include upsells, downsells, cross sells, and if you have the means, you could actually automate the process or processes if it's possible. Now let's talk about budget. You need to cost your services as well as relevant tools for the trade and have periodic, well thought out budgets. Now let's talk about profit sharing formula. You need to have an agreement with stakeholders regarding sharing profits. You could also leverage the profit sharing formula app so that way you're able to share profits ethically, fairly, and minimal conflict. Let's talk about investments. You need to invest in training and development, in information technology. You need to invest in automation. You need to invest in research and development, in marketing, etc. Now let's talk about funding. The funding could be self-funded by you. You could get funding from investors or collaborators, etc. Now let's talk about the price plan. The price plan could increase from £0 to higher amounts. The product at £0 could be a lead magnet to attract suitable clients to your value proposition. It could also be an opportunity for them to have a taste of what you have to offer. So, for example, if you have a blog or you have a social media platform, you can put in content there which will attract clients. And then when they have a taste of what you have to offer, they might decide to take the next steps on going down the sales funnel, and then they might become paid clients. So even when they become paid clients, there are different tiers of paid clients. So they can choose what level they want, what level of access they want to your service. So the more valuable the service they require, the more money they pay for it. Now let's talk about the monetization plan. There shall be multiple monetization options at different price points. These shall be available through the sales funnel. There should be different products and services for different wallet sizes. Now let's talk about costing and pricing. Obviously, when you're running a business, you don't want to run at a loss. The whole purpose of your running the business is to make profits. So you need to cost your activities, you need to cost your tools of the trade, and you also need to include your profit margin and maybe insurance and so on and so forth. So you do your costing effectively, you top it up with your profit margin, and then you price your products and services, and then hopefully you'll be able to make a profit at the end of the day. Now, let's talk about scaling the business. There are different ways of scaling the business, some of which are franchising. You might do it in different languages. You might collaborate with partners in different countries, etc. Now, and obviously, because of the type of business it is, it's digital. So you can expand you can expand what you do to different parts of the world. Now let's talk about social media platforms. You could leverage social media platforms where employees and employers are likely to be, such as Facebook, LinkedIn, etc. Let's talk about affiliate marketing. Excuse me. You could promote relevant third-party products and services on your digital platforms and monetize accordingly. You could also offer affiliate marketing of your products and services to interested others. So, for all intents and purposes, even your clients could be your own affiliate marketers. And when they introduce paying clients, they get a commission for so doing. Now, the platforms that you might use for your business could include Zoom, it could include social media platforms, it could include membership sites, it could include Amazon, for selling your books or your audios. It could include seller.co, where you sell digital products, etc. You might also use your blog as a platform for communication, etc. Now, let's talk about collaboration with employers. You could collaborate with employers, especially the small and medium employers who have small budgets. Apart from advertising their vacancies, you could train potential employees for relevant job vacancies. Now let's talk about business collaborations. You could collaborate with necessary others to complement your weaknesses and your resources. Now, being organized helps to optimize your value proposition. So if you're organized, you might spend less time in actualizing your activities, and you also do it in a more efficient way. Now let's talk a bit about some of the benefits, strengths, and opportunities. This business model promises to be cost-effective for the clients and the service provider. Because it's mostly digital, it promises to share a ton of useful content. Processes could be automated. The service could suit clients of different wallet sizes. Travel time to access the service is eliminated. The business model is apparently novel, so you could enjoy a monopoly while that lasts. Jobs and wealth could be created. It adds value to society. It could improve the country's gross domestic product. The service is accessible locally and globally, subject to internet access. Content shall be available in different formats and probably different languages, depending on how wide you spread your net, etc. Now let's talk a bit about weaknesses and threats. There could be copycats, there could be conflict, there could be competition, there could be fraud, there could be technical issues, there could be lack of internet connectivities, there might be issues of affordability or where the client may lack access to digital devices or telecommunication network. There could be intellectual theft, etc. Now, let's talk about case study one. A graduate struggles to get employment after 3 years of graduation. He spends time searching for work without success. The course he studied is not popular in the job market. He keeps getting rejection letters over and again. You assessed his situation as an employment coach. You explored his transferable skills. You explored his interests and hobbies. You explored the type of content he regularly watches on social media with the aim of getting an idea of his interests. You interviewed him. You helped him upskill, that is, adding additional skills to what he already had. You worked on his mindset. You created an action plan. You gave him access to useful resources. You assigned an accountability coach. You helped with his curriculum vitae and with updates. You set targets. You managed his expectations. You guided him on authentic side hustles, etc. Within a few months of him engaging with you, he got a great job, and then in his happiness, he promised to send annual donations to your organizations for 5 years in appreciation. He also promised to spread the word. So that's the hypothetical case study one. Another hypothetical case study. An undergraduate lost his dad in a car accident. The dad was the sole breadwinner. Survival for the family was a big issue. He had to drop out of university and started doing odd jobs. Upon approaching you, you devised an action plan. You assessed his skills and potential. You signposted him to useful and affordable online courses. You worked on his mindset. You signposted him to relevant jobs. Excuse me. You gave him access to relevant resources at a discounted price. You researched and signposted him to scholarship opportunities. You communicated with his university on his predicament, asking him to defer his university studies. Within a couple of years, he was back into university. He qualified with a second-class upper division. With your assistance, he got a great job. He has since been an ambassador for your brand, in addition to making regular donations to your organization. He also signposts others who could benefit from your services. Now, let's talk about the unique selling point of this business. This is a low-cost, high-impact business model that offers great value to those in the job market, and it's accessible globally. Now, at Lookman Limited, Our mission is to empower and inspire generations by leveraging the internet. A small disclaimer, or before that, Jack's Curated Business Ideas is this presentation and more of Jack's Curated Business Ideas could be found at jacksempowerment.com. And they could also be found on YouTube if you search for Curated Business Ideas. And before we go, a small disclaimer. This is just an idea. It needs to be perfected, and nothing is guaranteed. Thank you very much for your time. This is Jack Lookman signing off. Ireo, Irekabiti.
Thank you very much, Jack, for what you've shared with us so far today. I have a couple of questions for you. So one of those questions is, can you tell us more about side hustles as you mentioned in your talk?
Okay. Side hustles, it's like a slang, quote and unquote. But basically, when you have your main hustle, that's your main job. So the side hustle is like the part-time job or the complementary job. So for example, if you're not earning much in your main job and you wish to complement your income, then you might do a side hustle to complement that income. For all intents and purpose, excuse me, assuming one is maybe an administrator, or one is having a job where they're not paid very well, and you want to have something to complement your income, you might do something like affiliate marketing, you might do e-commerce or something like that on the side just to complement the income. And it's not just for those with lower incomes. There might be some people who are very ambitious, so maybe they are earning maybe big money, but they still want more money to complement their income. Or maybe they're even in a good job, but it's not really where they want to be. They're just doing the job to tick all the boxes and to put bread and butter on the table, but they have not got the full conviction to go wholeheartedly into their side hustle. So they might use the side hustle as as a step in the water to test the waters. And then when this side hustle starts growing big, then they might disengage from their full hustle and then make their side hustle a full hustle. So that's it.
Okay, so how does that relate to the idea of the digital employment coach?
Okay. For what my thinking is that, for example, if you are somebody who is unemployed, or maybe you're a graduate or you're an undergraduate and you need something to put some bread and butter on the table, or maybe you've been unemployed for X amount of years, maybe you lost your job, maybe you haven't even got a job or something like that. And if you're going to come along or come to for coaching with the employment coach, obviously looking for work normally takes a process and it does not always happen overnight. So
Hmm.
somebody who's been out of work may need something, however small, to put bread and butter on the table in the interim, and
Hmm.
then and at the same time look for work. So the whole idea is guide them and coach them on that side hustle so that at least some money comes in and then they can continue their job search and all that. And apart from that, even that side hustle, it might look small now, but if they taste out of that side hustle and it's something that they resonate with very well, then maybe they might just decide to continue along that journey and make more money. So that's the relationship.
Okay, so that relates mainly to the person who's looking for employment as opposed to the person who is the coach. Am I right?
Yeah, the side hustle is for the person looking for employment.
Okay. All right, well, I said two questions, but I have one more. And
Okay.
that's to do with the profit sharing formula. Is
Yes.
this for partners in the business of um, being an employment coach, or is it for, again, the person who's looking for employment?
It's actually for the business, the stakeholders in the business. Now, in the business, depending on how it's funded, it might be funded through investors, collaborators, etc. So the stakeholders in the business, and some of the stakeholders might not even put in money. Maybe they are putting in effort or expertise, etc. So in order to share the profits, you have to quantify what everybody is bringing to the plate, and then you share the profit pro rata. So this
Mhm,
profit sharing formula app, which I've been talking about all this time, it's an app which I aim to create by God's grace. Basically, it's a different way of sharing profits because you quantify what different people are bringing on board, and then you share the profits ethically, fairly, and transparently with all shareholders.
mhm,
So as long as you are putting
mhm,
in something of value into the company, then you are sure to get something out of it. And then even at the point where you stop putting in value to the company, maybe you pass on or you are sick or whatever you've contributed retrospectively is also going to count towards future rewards. Although it may be smaller, but you still get something from through the profit sharing formula. So that's what I mean by the profit sharing from.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Jack. That's very informative, useful, helpful. And I'm sure there are many people out there who will benefit very much from the information you've given us today. So
Okay,
thank you.
thank you.
And I hope that again next week people will be joining us for another session in which you'll be sharing yet another of your curated business ideas. Thank you, Jack, for all you do.
Thank you very much, Mike Bo, and thank you very much for your time. And I wish you and our viewers the best compliments of the season. Thank you very much.
Thank to you too. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay.